If you're looking for a used wake boat in the $50,000 mark, I think that you don't have to look any further with this 2015 Axis T22. Now, I have personally owned this boat for the last 3.5 years. It is privately owned. It is an absolutely fantastic vessel. So what we're going to do today is we're going to walk you through the ins and outs of this boat, so that way you get a good idea as to everything that this boat has to offer. It's got a lot of extras, and I definitely think that you'll really come to appreciate what this boat is all about and the performance that comes with it only being a 22-foot long boat. So let's talk about the first thing. Number one, this boat does measure 22 feet long. It is roughly 8.5 feet wide. It weighs, I think, right around maybe 4,000 pounds, give or take. And let's check it out. So number one, this boat is a saltwater series Axis T22. So what that means is that it does have the galvanic anodes, the sacrificial anodes, on the hull as well as on the prop shaft and other parts. All of the wiring on this boat is upgraded and goes to a single grounding station. It also has hydraulic steering, which is a huge upgrade over the standard steering. The trailer is a painted over galvanized trailer. I did have all of the hubs, rotors, and brakes completely replaced on this boat last year, as well as the actuator up front. So all the brakes work and work incredibly well. As you can see, the gel coat on this boat is in fantastic condition. It does have a metallic red flake combined with a standard white gel coat. Looks absolutely awesome. Does have docking lights. It also does have a spare tire in case you do get a flat on the road, because you never know. This boat is absolutely decked out with a ton of sea deck as well. We'll get into that in just a moment. But you can see that this boat is very, very clean. Gel coat is in fantastic condition, very reflective, absolutely pops when out on the water. On the back side of the boat, you do have the surf gate. I believe Surfgate was introduced in 2013, possibly 2014, but this boat does have it. It also does have the manual wedge. I did have the fresh air exhaust surf pipe installed on this boat as well. So that way it does keep the sound of the exhaust down as well as reduces carbon monoxide. On the trailer, you will see that this has ratcheting trailer straps as well, LED taillights. Back swim platform is completely decked out in sea deck with the Axis logo. You do have the reach through hole, so when you're on the back swim platform and you want to lower the wedge, you're able to reach through and lower the wedge. So we have a Fusion head unit on this boat as well as the Fusion transom remote. This allows you to change the volume and advance or choose your next song on the boat as well. You do have a flush port, so if you are using this boat in brackish or saltwater or just using it for maintenance, you have that to hook up to a garden hose. On the other side of the boat, you can see the gel coat is just in absolutely fantastic condition. Tires have plenty of tread. They are newer tires as well. Aluminum wheels. Up front, you will see you have a Fulton jack. So let's go ahead and step into this boat and see what's inside. Inside the boat, you will see that all of the gunnels are wrapped in sea deck as well. So that way it makes it really nice and easy when entering and exiting the boat. So that way you don't have to worry about potentially slipping. You can see the dash, you have your gauges. This does have a Wet Sounds 10-inch sub as well as 6 Wet Sounds Recon speakers. All of the Wet Sounds speakers work correctly. It also does have 4 Wet Sounds Icon 8 tower speakers right here. So we'll go ahead and get these uncovered. So these are the Wet Sounds tower speakers, absolutely awesome condition. We did have these shipped off to Wet Sounds to be completely rebuilt. They replaced the drivers, the tweeters, and everything in them. They do work appropriately. This boat also does come with a Shoreline Shade's rear bimini extension. So not only do you have the factory bimini here, but you also do have the bimini extension. This boat does also come with Uptice side pull points, so that way if you're wake surfing maybe with some beginners on the left or right hand side, It's very easy to get them to hook up this way and makes it a little bit easier for them to get up. We also do have the factory board racks. This is on the rotating or swiveling board clamp, and these do work perfectly. And on the right hand side, we actually upgraded to the Uptice much larger surfboard rack. So this, again, this rotates in and out, but this is able to hold up to 3 wake surfboards versus maybe 1 on this side. So huge enhancement for that. So at the helm, this boat does have a newer generation steering wheel, so that actually looks a little bit better than what came from the factory back in the day. This boat also does have the Livorsi fully electronic throttle, so then that way it makes it a lot easier to maintain forward or reverse. This boat does come with 0 off, as well as, so that is GPS speed controlled, as well as the ability to switch over to river mode in case you need, if you are boating on the river and you have a current, you're able to do that. Like I said, this boat does have a Fusion stereo system. So you have a Fusion RA70N. We have Bluetooth hooked up here. Currently, you can see that we have the ability to manage both the cockpit as well as tower. You can even manage them individually. So you also have the ability to plug in your iPhone in case you want to have your phone charging. That's also an option for you. Up front, we're going to open up the front hatch here. You can see that you do have a fully plumbed bow bag already, plumbed into the ballast system. Underneath, you see we have space for your cooler, and we do have an actual Axis cooler, which is pretty neat. Way more storage under here as well. And then of course you do have storage underneath this side. So we'll go ahead and pull these up too, so you can see storage under here. You do have the pull-up seat here, more storage. And then within here as well, you have even more storage, as well as where both Wet Sounds amplifiers are located. This boat also is equipped to be able to go out on chilly days, so you do have a wind dam that can go in here. And then once you close that wind dam, once you put that wind dam in, you are able to close the walk-through window. So this boat does come with a 2-stage heater. You have a heater vent here, as well as a heater vent located underneath. This boat also does have on the driver's side a flip-up seat bolster. And it comes with the Uptice seat riser. So this is wife approved. So that way, as long as you are able to get your wife to be happy, you can see the seat bolster here. If you are either shorter, or maybe you have some people in your boat that are a little height restricted, this definitely helps them see over the dash. This boat also does come equipped with a tower mounted mirror, so you're able to keep an eye on whoever's wake surfing or riding behind you. It does unbolt. The entire tower does fold down as well. Simply undo each of these on both sides and the tower will fold down, allowing you to get into, I believe, a sub 7-foot garage height. On the back side, you do have fully plumbed ballast bags from the factory. You do have the pizza tray here, so you have plenty of all of your fun stuff. You can keep towels, life vests, things like that. On the other side, you do have your other ballast bag. So again, this is a fantastic boat, very clean. The vinyl, I would say, is in very, very good condition. You know, the front bow really didn't have too much use over the years, so I would say the vinyl's in very good shape. The driver's seat is in very good shape. All of these seat bases and seat backs are in really good condition, and I actually just had this seat, as well as this seat, and this seat, all completely reupholstered, and it was with the factory Malibu vinyl. So there is truly no difference between the old vinyl and the new vinyl. Same exact vinyl used from back in the day. Tons of cup holders. Again, the Wet Sound stereo system kicks. Brand new sea deck as well that was replaced in December of 2024 due to a warranty issue with the sea deck. and they came out and replaced that entire, this doesn't even have one use on it. So the sea deck is fresh as can be. This boat does have about 535 hours, give or take, on it. It is powered by the PCM or Crusader / Monsoon. They have a lot of names for it, but basically it's the 6-liter V8 GM block, and it absolutely purrs like a kitten, runs down great, really good on fuel as well. I think I burn maybe 5 gallons an hour, so for, you know, these boats, that's actually really good. So this boat does also come with a Shoreline Shade's rear bimini, so you can see how much extra bimini space that you'd have for shade whenever you're hanging out in the summertime, whereas right now you'd be fully exposed to the sun. This entire shade keeps you nice and covered, making it really, really comfortable, really nice. Very easy to remove and very easy to stow away. It actually stows underneath the rear lockers. So with another boat on the way, it is time to let this boat go. I've really loved using this boat. I think it works incredibly well. And again, as you can see, it's super clean, super maintained. You know, it is a 10-year-old boat, so it's going to have its, you know, little things here and there. But I think for a family, whether it be a growing family, if you're an experienced rider, or even a new rider, this boat puts out an absolute stellar wave. And it is, because it's 22 feet, it's not too big, it's not a little intimidating. It can put out either a friendly wave or an absolutely awesome wave. I'm 6'3" and 230 pounds. I can do 360s behind this boat easily. It is an absolute rock star of a boat, and I truly think someone's gonna be very happy with it. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I specialize in digital marketing, so this boat has its own website, believe it or not. Just visit 2015axist-t22.com for more information, and you'll be able to learn as much as you possibly can about it. Thank you.